What is good, YouTube? Reshoots here with a video on Captain America: A Brave New World. We've got a new Captain America, Anthony Mackie, really cool actor, and when you think about it, he's appeared in so many Marvel movies as Falcon, and he is our next Captain America, coming out on Valentine's Day. So, go take your Valentine's date to see Captain America on Valentine's Day, the 14th of February. So, the closer we get to this movie, the more accurate, the more true, and the more we hear about what actually is going on in this movie. What is interesting is there's been wild stories, right? And these are true. They're not actually wild, they are true. We know they have refilmed this movie and had multiple reshoots, but the wild claims they've completely scrapped everything and started from scratch just can't be true, because the closer and closer we get to this movie coming out, the more Marvel Studios would drop TV spots, and they're most likely going to drop a massive trailer during the Super Bowl. That is most likely when we get the final trailer, although that is leaving a bit late. So we're going to talk about the most realistic and what is actually going on and what is the plot. And also, can this movie actually make money based on ticket sales? Because I'm really interested to see what is going to happen with this movie. Because as I've always said, Anthony Mackie is a great actor. I just haven't seen him be great in the Captain America role yet, which is a little bit unfair on me because we've only seen him on the Falcon and Winter Soldier TV show. So if you are new around the mix, subscribe to never miss any of the Marvel, DC, Kaiju, Monsterverse, pop culture based content that I try to deliver on a daily basis. Subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and let me know down below. Are you hyped for this movie? It's not tracking very well. Also, if you want to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful voice, check us out on Instagram at Reshoots, although I am planning to come back on camera just like I did when we first started. And also check us out on Twitter, Reshoots, would much appreciate over there. So, we've had a pretty interesting look at Sam Wilson's vibranium suit recently in the most recent TV spot, which is realistically going to be how he takes battle damage and how he can freaking fight the Red Hulk. We gotta like think about it. So, I know I give Sam Wilson, Captain America, a lot of stick, but when it comes to fighting, when it comes to battles, when it comes to thinking about how to fight, he's pretty darn clever. He's got a lot of experience. He's been with us since, I mean, this might not even be his first appearance, but Captain America, a Winter Soldier back in 2014. So Sam Wilson's been around. I mean, obviously he was in Civil War. Sam Wilson has been around a long time. So maybe he has got the acclimate to actually go ahead against the Red Hulk. Let's be honest. It's not actually the main Hulk, is it? No, it's just an angry Hulk. They're all angry. So the vibranium looks pretty... Editor Reshoots just pops link over. It does look pretty cool. So, we've had some TV spots and stuff coming out recently, which does tell us which parts of the plot leak are true, because these plot leaks came out before the trailers come out. So yes, they will be going to, and there will be a fight at Tiamat Island, just as everyone assumed there would be. And this is going to have something to do. We're going to go over the plot leak in a minute with adamantium, and it's going to be some fight very close to the water. We've already seen this in TV spots and trailers, whichever you want to call it. We also see the hospital scene, Bucky and Sam visiting Torres, which was in said plot leak on Reddit. People bash people and me for going over Reddit plot leaks, but Reddit gets so much right, and so many scoopers go to Reddit and get information from Reddit. So basically, from what I'm hearing, the only thing that's actually changed for this movie, and it's not even clear if it's all changed because of negative and poor test screening. Now, the test screening is always a very small, sample population, populace. If you study weak marketing, you'd know what they mean. So it's only a very small sample size. So we can't say it's a bad movie chronologically based off that. And you never know if information coming out from test screening information is actually going to be like 100% true. So allegedly what's been changed is part of the beginning of the movie and part of the ending of the movie. Because you got to understand they're pivoting towards a kind of Doctor Doom storyline. Although the incursions and the imminent threat is still coming, not much of that would realistically have to change, because the threat is still coming regardless of who said threat actually is. So there's a bunch of plot leaks out there, but I think this is the most realistic one. And we got to go on the prerequisite that allegedly it's realistically the beginning of the movie. But that doesn't mean it's the whole beginning. So we might as well go over it. And the ending. But it doesn't mean it's going to be the whole ending. We do know that the actor that played the leader said that he went back for extensive reshoots and implied they filmed the whole movie. But trailers and stuff imply that some of the information that came out from test screenings and plot leaks are still true. So they haven't axed the whole movie. So the movie is going to start something like this. Sam Wilson is on some kind of mission targeting the Serpent Society, hoping to track them down. The buyer of the package containing adamantium. Now we know Seth Rollins, WWE star, has said that his role's been cut, but that doesn't mean the whole Serpent Society's been cut. Now we know they're marketing this movie heavily. He was also at San Diego Comic-Con. An Expedito's character, Sidewinder, holds several nuns hostage. Now I think this will be completely redone because this doesn't sound very good. He talks to his men about securing the package and taking no prisoners hostage. Sounds very gimmicky. Sam engages in battle with the Serpent Society, members wielding golden knives, possessing super soldier strength. Despite the challenge, Sam defeats him, though more soldiers arrive and Sidewinder escapes, likely using some kind of teleportation powers that he has in the comics. Like I say, I don't know which is true, but I think it's interesting, and some of this stuff has been revealed in trailers. Sam then takes Torres to train under Isaiah Bradley, leading to a training montage with the trio. Later, Sam is invited to the White House and brings Isaiah Bradley and Torres along, where they take a picture with President Ross. The president shows interest in getting to know Bradley. During the visit, Sam is approached by Ross, who offers him the leadership of the Avengers. Sam expresses concerns about potential disagreements, but Ross reassures him they'll work through things. Interesting. So most of this stuff has been shown in trailers. So we could say it's still most likely going to be in the movie. An assassination attempt on Ross follows, involving Bradley and mind control soldiers and security personnel. Bradley's confused and unaware of his actions and is arrested after being pursued by Sam. Security footage reveals that Bradley was hypnotized by flashing lights from his phone, a tactic also used on other soldiers and guards. Bradley is released from custody while Sam and Torres investigate further and encounter the leader, played by Tim Blake Nelson, sporting a molded brain, kind of red-green shape, motion capture, green-like skin. We know this is true because they've revealed like official images for this. Ross, having sought the leader's help due to his disintegrating health, is now susceptible to hulking out when under stress, controlled by blood pressure. Meanwhile, Ruth attempts to take Bradley into custody again after another mind control attack, but Bradley resists, refusing the imprisonment again. Ruth later joins forces with Sam and Torres to trace clues leading to the leader. The group arrives at Stark Tech, where they meet Emeritus Chuck, portrayed by Logan Kim. There is a brief mention of Pepper Potts, though she doesn't appear. Meanwhile, President Ross is trying to secure a peace treaty, but faces resistance from Japan, which feels wronged by the US for stealing the adamantium that they claim it's theirs. This leads to a confrontation between US and Japan battleships. We've seen this in the trailer. Near Timit's head in the Indian Ocean. They ensue action sequence, resulting in Torres falling into the water, but being rescued by a medic. You can literally see this in the most recent trailer stroke TV spot. While Torres recovers, Bucky Barnes makes a brief appearance, and that's being confirmed. Even though the actor Sebastian Stan kind of said he wasn't in the movie, I don't think he wants it to be ruined. Delivers a light-hearted speech to Sam, then leaves to attend a fundraiser. Ross eventually realizes he's being manipulated by the leader, who aims to disrupt relations between US and Japan, using the Serpent Society stolen adamantium in an effort to shift the balance of global power in his favor. At a White House press conference, Ross is exposed to mind-controlled signals through the speaker, causing him to transform into the Red Hulk. Now, careful with spoilers, even though we're going to have a plot leak video. The problem is the Red Hulk only really is in the movie once, and that's in a 5-minute fight sequence. Sam confronts the leader, who reveals his plan and underestimates Sam's capabilities compared to Steve Rogers. Sam, however, proves him wrong and engages in a battle with the Red Hulk, culminating in Sam using his wing to stab Ross, forcing him to revert back to his human form. Now, I know what you're going to say, it's unrealistic, but, you know, Black Panther had vibranium, and vibranium is very strong. So I guess it's not really that. It's not like the Red Hulk's only a throwaway character. He's not going to die, but he's a throwaway character. Ross is arrested, taken to the RAF, where he reflects on his actions, and Sam pointedly thanks him for taking responsibility. Ross is then reunited with his daughter, Betty Ross. Okay, this is supposedly one of the endings. Like, there's some variants of it, and we see this part in the trailer. Sam visits Torres in hospital, where they joke about his Miami roots and potential upgrade to his wing in Wakanda. Mid-credits scene, Sam visits the RAF, and every interpretation of the plot leak, Sam visits the RAF. The leader cryptically warns him of some imminent threat on the rise. And there is Cho. And there is Cho is going to be some variation of the Hulk. That is to set up the World Hulk storyline. That's pretty much consistent in every single alleged plot leak. Like we said, the middle of the movie is pretty much the same. The start and the end has changed. There's multiple different endings, allegedly. Allegedly, Dr. Doom's in one of them, but it all seems the same. But it's all consistent that there's literally a 5-minute fight scene with the Red Hulk, and literally, that is it. Sam, with only vibranium cap shield and wings, withholds multiple heavy hits from the Red Hulk that would absolutely batter his body. Considering his suit was not vibranium, and Sam still ain't got no super soldier serum, he would be bloody to a pulp. So it's unrealistic if that is the sense. So it's hard to know which variation of this is true, but overall, I believe mostly somewhat this is confirmed by the trailers, pretty much. So it's going around at the moment that this movie is set to lose somewhere between $300 to $500 million. Based on statistics, this is pretty bad. So, after 2 days pre-sales, this movie is nowhere near Quantumania, which opened on the same weekend back in 2023. Now, Quantumania only took $500 million. Brave New World is currently 1.4 times ahead of the Marvels that flopped, Joker Folie à Deux that flopped, on par with Eternals, which flopped, and not that far behind Black Widow, which also flopped, and Dune Part 2. Now, Dune Part 2 had a tiny budget. This movie allegedly is at least going to be $300 million at a minimum, looking more likely 350. It's going to have to get close to 800 before marketing, so it's going to lose a bunch of money. Keeping the same pace in relation to other films, Captain America 4 could be securing a 3-day weekend opening with both Thor and the Captain America First Avenger, and could even challenge Shang-Chi's 3-day opening weekend, which was higher than the Eternals thanks to the positive word of mouth over the Labor Day weekend, similar to the boost that Captain America 4 could have and benefit, especially on Sunday. Worth saying that none of them movies actually did great. Captain America, I don't believe, this statement's factually incorrect, but Captain America has advantages. None of these films had Deadpool and Wolverine releasing before them. That movie was sold on nostalgia. It's not going to do anything for it. So this movie would be lucky to break $500 million total. So this movie is going to lose a lot of money, although I still think this movie could do well in terms of if they have changed part of the start, part of the end, and they've actually teased up Victor Von Doom, teased up Dr. Doom. I think this could still be a good movie. I want Sam Wilson to be a great Captain America because Anthony Mackie is a very good actor. He just hasn't had a chance to shine yet. Yo, but Stu, you keep saying he's not Captain America because he's not. But, you know, he could be. He really could be. I'm not saying he is at the moment, but he actually could be a good Captain America. Come on, lads, let's be positive. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. And if you're a Marvel fan, you're most likely going to go watch this movie. But it's looking very unlikely that this movie will make money. And that is pretty much a rundown of what's going to happen. The Red Hulk is barely in the movie, 4 to 5 minutes, but with the CGI, it would still be pricey. So the budget, it's got to at least be 350. It's going to have to break over 800 to break even. It's not getting close to that. Because as we know, Marvel movies drop off 50 to 60%. They're very front-loaded, meaning the opening weekend is always the best. Then it drops off. The word of the mouth of this movie is not going to make it climb. Yo, Wall Stu, you're so negative. No, I'm a freaking realist. I want this movie to do well, but we are super hyped for this movie. Although you guys won't believe me. Super hyped for Thunderbolts. Super hyped for the Fantastic Four movie. So like always, guys, I will catch you in another video very soon. Catch you later.